In 1966, for the first time in independent India, a woman became the prime minister. During her time, India was a strong geopolitical power and the military might of India was growing significantly. Not only this, but she also brought anti poverty programs, and people started to praise her by calling her Durga, and ultimately the Iron Lady of the nation. I'm talking about Srimati Indira Gandhi, the former Prime Minister of India. She was a very eminent and strong leader. But soon, the tables turned for Mrs. Gandhi. The people of India, who once used to call her by names like Durga and Devima, would now demand her to be punished. Why did the people of India think that she was a dictator? Is the same reason behind her assassination in 1984 by her bodyguards? To be able to answer these questions, we have to know about Indira Gandhi's early life. First born on 19 November 1917 as the daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru, independent India's first Prime Minister, and Kamala Nehru, she belonged to a Kashmiri Pandit family. She spent her childhood in the Anand Bhavan, which was actually a large family estate of the Nehrus in Allahabad. Growing up, Indira lost her brother, and soon her mother also passed away because of tuberculosis. Due to this, she had a very lonely childhood. She could not even meet her father, Mr. Nehru, in person because he was jailed multiple times by the British and he was busy with his independence activism. In the 1930s, Indira Gandhi was sent to Oxford University in England for her higher studies. She excelled in history, political science, and economics there. But however, she had to return to India because of Germany expanding territories under the Nazi regime. After 1947, she served as PM Nehru's unofficial assistant, and she accompanied him as part of his delegation to different countries that he traveled to in different parts of the world. By the end of the 1950s, she now served as the president of the Indian National Congress. 1964. This was the year that saw the sad demise of Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. And after Nehru's death, Lal Bahadur Shastri was named as the next Prime Minister of India by the Congress. In Shastri's cabinet, Indira Gandhi served as the Minister of Information and Broadcasting. This was the first instance when Mrs. Gandhi had won a seat in the parliament as a member of the parliament from the Rajya Sabha. In 1966, something mysterious had happened that India never saw was coming its way. Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri, the Prime Minister of India, had passed away in Tashkent, which was in the Soviet Union at that time. He was there in Tashkent because he was signing the Tashkent Declaration with Pakistan following the 1965 Indo-Pak War, and he passed away just hours after signing the declaration. And so it happened that after Shastri's demise in January 1966, Srimati Indira Gandhi was chosen to be the next Prime Minister of India by senior Congress leaders. Now, a question may naturally arise. Mrs. Gandhi was not someone who was experienced in politics, and forget Indian politics. She had a very big political rival within the Indian National Congress, but still, the senior veteran leaders like K. Kamaraj, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, supported her. She became the Prime Minister because people like them had orchestrated this process of making her the Prime Minister. But wait. Why Mrs. Gandhi and not Morarji Desai? Morarji Desai was the biggest political rival of Gandhi for this post of the Prime Minister of India. He even had a lot of support in the Congress itself. But because of the support of the Congress veteran leaders, senior leaders, Mrs. Gandhi was successful in becoming the Prime Minister. Actually, the senior leaders of the Congress thought that Indira Gandhi was a weak woman and they could control her like a puppet. They thought she was a goongi gudia, as they would call her, and the opposition and media would criticize her. This became the biggest disappointment of the Congress leaders because she proved them wrong by her actions. She showed the world that she was not a puppet Prime Minister, but rather a strong leader who took necessary actions for the welfare of the people of her country and for the sovereignty and integrity of India. Her term began in 1966. She started by crushing the Mizo National Front uprising in Mizoram in 1966, which was her first major action. In the general elections of 1967, Congress failed to secure the high majority like it used to do, but it still had enough support to form a government. This was a result of the inflation and economic and food crisis that was going on in the country. Indira Gandhi was elected to the Lok Sabha for the first time from the Rai Bareilly constituency of Uttar Pradesh. Then came the first ultimate test for Indira Gandhi in the form of a military conflict along the border of the Himalayan kingdom of Sikkim. Sikkim was an Indian protectorate at that time. The clashes started on 11th September 1967 when China's People's Liberation Army attacked the Indian post of Nathula. This lasted till 15th September 1967, and not so long after this that another clash took place at Chola and ended the exact same day. India successfully pushed back the Chinese. The Indian army, learning from its previous defeats, raised a number of units, nearly doubling their force deployment in the disputed region, and many PLA fortifications at Nathula were destroyed at the cost of 82 martyred soldiers and 163 wounded soldiers. We won the 1967 Indo-Sino War. Then in 1969, a clash happened within the Indian National Congress. Mrs. Gandhi supported V.V. Giri, who was an independent candidate for the president's office, which was vacant at that time. But many from INC wanted Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, a member of the Congress party, to become the next president. As a result, Indira Gandhi was removed from the party by the then INC president S. Nijalingappa for indiscipline. Indira Gandhi formed the Congress R faction, and the other faction was called the Congress O faction, which stood for the Congress Organization. Mrs. Gandhi was able to stay in power during that time, and she announced elections in 1971. During her term from 1971 to 1977, she faced many problems and backlashes. In December of 1971 came Gandhi's biggest achievement. A war had started between India and Pakistan because of a military confrontation with our neighbor, the so-called Pakistan, amidst the Bangladesh Liberation War in East Pakistan. This was called Operation Chengiz Khan, which Pakistan had launched. This had attacked 8 Indian Air Force bases, and India declared war on Pakistan. Due to Army General Field Marshal Sam Maneksha's leadership and the courage and bravery of Indian soldiers, along with Mrs. Gandhi's strong stand for India, we successfully defeated Pakistan. A mass surrender of about 90,000 Pakistani soldiers took place. They surrendered along with their Eastern Command General Niazi, who was so shameless that he pleaded for personal safety from the anti-Pakistani Bangladeshi troops, and Indian officers and a diplomat from India had to make a human chain to protect Niazi. The war ended with their surrender on 16th December 1971. Indira Gandhi was hailed as Durga after the war. However, this state of glory was about to change. In 1971, she raised the slogan Garibi Hatao, which became the resonant theme for Mrs. Gandhi's political bid. She was actually countering the opposition's Indira Hatao slogans. With her slogan and anti-poverty programs, she wanted to reach the poor sections of both urban and rural India. But on 12 June 1975, the Allahabad High Court declared that Indira Gandhi's election to Lok Sabha in 1971 was void on grounds of electoral malpractices. The election petition was filed by her rival Raj Narayan of the Rai Bareilly constituency. The allegations were mainly about the misuse of government money in election campaigning and public officials. For this, the Allahabad High Court stripped her of her parliamentary seat and banned her from running for any office for the next 5 years. Now she had effectively ceased to be the Prime Minister as she had lost the Lok Sabha seat. However, on 25th June 1975, she recommended the then President Ali Ahmed to declare a state of emergency due to the internal disturbance following the Allahabad High Court verdict. She began to rule by decree and totally crushed any uprising against her, jailing opposition leaders. Indira's son, Sanjay Gandhi, who held no government office, was virtually controlling the country with his friends. It seemed as if the government was run by the Prime Minister's house, the PMH, rather than the office. Sanjay Gandhi conducted mass sterilization hunts where people would be grabbed forcibly and would undergo vasectomy and tubectomy. Many lost their lives because this was performed by untrained and non-medical crooks. All media in the country were subject to censoring by the government. Finally, Gandhi revoked the national emergency, which ended on 21st March 1977. She declared elections for the Indian Assembly, which were held between 16th and 20th of March 1977. This resulted in the landslide victory of the Janata Party of Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Narayan. Indira lost her seat from the Rai Bareli constituency, and Morarji Desai became the first non-Congress Prime Minister from 1977 to 1979. As the leader of opposition, she split the Congress again, creating the Congress Indira faction. She won a seat in the by-elections of Chikmagalur constituency and took the seat in 1978. But Janata Party's Home Minister Charan Singh ordered her arrest on several charges. This meant that her seat would be cancelled. Over her arrest, her supporters even hijacked an airplane. Due to many such events, President Reddy dissolved the parliament in August 1979. In the 1980 elections, Gandhi approached the Shahi Imam of Jama Masjid, and with an agreement, they secured Muslim votes. In the January 1980 elections, Indira Gandhi returned to power with a landslide majority. She served as Prime Minister from 1980 to 1984 until her assassination on 31st October 1984. She was assassinated by two of Gandhi's Sikh bodyguards who shot her with service weapons in the garden of the Prime Minister's residence, allegedly in revenge for Operation Blue Star. Why did Sikh policemen kill her? Why did the Sikh policemen fire 31 bullets at her? What was Operation Blue Star? And what enmity did the Sikh community have? Perhaps these are questions to which answers can be found in my upcoming videos. I feel that Prime Minister Gandhi was wrong about the emergency and her unfair practices of 1971, but we must also give her credits as she gave India a strong position with regard to global geopolitics and military might. What's your opinion about the Iron Lady of India? Do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching History with Akshay. Subscribe and like for more such content.